Hi, you guys. You all have been doing such an amazing job in our poetry unit so far, using your poet's eyes to think of everyday objects in new and unique ways, and starting to use line breaks to bring your words some sound and rhythm as well. Today, we're going to explore something else that poets do. And while many poets do write about everyday objects and flowers and nature, and things that are found in the house, many poets use their heart to come up with big ideas to write about, which is what makes their poems really come to life and resonate with all of us. So poets think of the big idea, a big feeling, and then they find that small moment inside of it to write about. So I'm going to give you an example of how poets do that. So I love my family and I love my son, and took a little picture. I was going through some of our family photos and putting them in albums, and I came and remembered this day. I think a summer ago up in Maine, my whole family gets together and we go to this beach and we have like a big cookout. And I remember watching my son throwing rocks down into the ocean and listening to that sound and his laughter. And so I started to take some notes about that. And so my big, strong feeling is my son and how much I love him. And then I'm zooming in to this moment, this day on the beach. And so today, as you're thinking about your big feeling, maybe it's your family, maybe it's something that you really enjoy doing, it's dance, maybe it's football, try and zoom in on a smaller particular moment that you can then describe. So here, the big idea is again the love of my son, but the smaller moment is this evening throwing stones on the beach. And so here is my poem that I did. And I started to think about the descriptive ways I could describe it. So, sun twinkling on the waves, the pull of the tides like my heart, watching my son throw stones, kerplink, kerplunk, kerplink, into the ocean. So here you can start to see how I took that big idea, that love, what's in my heart for my son, but zooming into that moment on the beach. And then I started to use those line breaks, and I took away a lot of the boring words to come up with just the most important, just those sounds, those big ideas, the feeling, the sun being on the ocean. So sun twinkling on the waves, the pull of the tides like my heart, watching my son throw stones, kerplink, kerplunk, kerplink. I chose to put these each on their own line so that as you read them again, you hear that music into the ocean. So today, what you can do in your writing journal or on a piece of paper is go around and really think about the things that are most meaningful to you, something that's really from the heart. Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a moment from the summer, something that you do in the summer camp, and then really zoom into a particular moment within that bigger idea. So play around with that today. Maybe you want to try one or two or even three different ideas, and then play around again with the line breaks and thinking of how you would hear it said.